What's up, guys? It is John Muscarello from Side Hustle Experiment. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm a six-figure e-commerce seller. I sell books and media, and I'm really getting into online arbitrage hardcore as well. And we talk about reselling, everything on Amazon and eBay, how you guys can make the most money. So if you're into that kind of stuff, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how to overcome reselling FOMO. FOMO, basically fear of missing out. Especially, and this is going to be almost like, it could be a different video, but I'm going to focus it on fourth quarter. So let's just get into it. So a lot of what you're going to see, especially right now, you're going to see people getting shopping carts full of toys from Target or Walmart or you name the store. You're gonna see big sales numbers, Seller Central accounts saying, hey, we did $10,000 today or $2,000 today or whatever. And it's gonna make you feel like crap because you may not be doing those numbers or getting cartloads of stuff. And because I know that's how I feel sometimes, but it doesn't really matter. So I just wanted to say, like, you know what? We all start where we start. And, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I wish I did differently for this fourth quarter. And instead of kind of like getting down about it or, you know, beating myself up, I'm just like, what can I do about it? Well, some stuff I can't do anything about it. There's stuff that sold out that I wanted to buy. I should have bought, but I didn't. So, all right. So I have to look at what I can buy still today. Probably for merch fulfilled, because the cutoff to get stuff to the warehouse is December 1st. And with Thanksgiving tomorrow, shipping will definitely be delayed. And yeah, this is pretty much the final push. So something I can do about it is I started a Google Doc where I am keeping notes for kind of things I want to remember for next year, for Q4. You know, this could be anything from sales that ran to things I wish I merch fulfilled instead of sending to Amazon. There's a bunch of items that are somewhat timely, and even though I sent them like 2 or 3 weeks ago, they're still being like transferred to different warehouses and stuff, and I've sold half of what I sent in, but there's still a bunch of units that are moving around that the price has gone significantly down, and if I would have merch fulfilled those, I would have sold them out already and been moving on to the next thing. So just things like that, and I think that's super helpful. Sometimes it's hard in the moment, or, you know, to sit down after fourth quarter and think about everything you want to do better or what you could improve on. So I just try to do it real quick in a Google Doc, just like drop like whatever the thought I have, and then I'll organize it later. But that is one of the things that I would say is going to be super helpful for me next year. But I think for me, I'm just going to use myself for an example. You know, I wish I spent more money, most likely. I mean, there's still time to spend money and lock things in, but for FBA stuff, it's probably a little late at this point. But on the other hand, I don't know what I would have bought. So I would have probably shut down the book business for 2 weeks and just focus on Q4. I might do that next year if I'm still doing that. Basically, I shut down all this week just to focus on that, and thank God I did, because I was able to scoop up so much stuff, get everything shipped out. It wouldn't have been possible if we were still doing books. But there's really nothing I can do about it. I mean, I've only been doing online arbitrage for about 3 months. You know, I started in not in Q4, but pretty close to it. And I have to look at it as, you know what? I don't normally participate in Q4 because I'm usually focused on textbook season and books. And that's my Q4 technically. So I have to take that into account. Like, I will have that as well coming up in January, but it's really hard for me to be like, well, you should have done this and that. Like, I don't know enough just yet, and I didn't want to just throw money out there without, you know, really understanding like why this is a good buy, or, you know, things that might pan out or might not pan out. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that. And, you know, this whole like fear of missing out, there's always, and this is how I'm like starting to think about it, like there's always a deal. There'll always be a deal. Yeah, is it better in Q4 or Black Friday deals better? Yeah, of course. But it's not like if you don't get in on it right now that you're not going to be able to get things in the future. And I think while we're all, Q4, that's all good and great, but there's a lots of opportunity in January because a lot of people have gift cards, so they'll be spending that money. So if you are a little down, I would just say ask yourself if you like did your best and like be honest about it. If I ask myself, oh, did you do your best? I would say, yeah, with the time that I had, or the time that I put into it, rather. I think I did. But yeah, I'm still a little disappointed that I didn't really get more volume, or actually not even disappointed. I guess there's just things I wish I knew sooner. Like manual searching people's stores instead of relying on TA. So basically, if someone has a profitable product or like a hot toy, you know, they probably have some other hot toys. So you could go on their Amazon storefront and figure out what else they're selling, scroll through, see, you know, who else is selling it. Is there an opportunity to make some money there? It takes a lot of time, but I definitely have found that to be one of the best ways to find those kind of items. So I definitely want to be like doing that in probably like October-ish next year, maybe even September, just kind of start, you know, locking that stuff up. Yeah, and I guess the other thing is just like sometimes you could only do so much. I've only been doing this 3 months, and there's only so much I could learn in 3 months doing it almost semi-part-time. You know, all the knowledge, I could have all the courses, all the knowledge, the best people, but if I don't have the time to go through it, consume it, and do all that stuff, it doesn't really matter. But with that being said, I'm trying to take a positive approach to it. I'm very excited for online arbitrage in general. Next fourth quarter, you know, I have a ton of notes about stuff I want to do differently. It's also made me think about online arbitrage very differently as well. You know, there are some opportunities where, you know, you have to buy now and wait it out for like 6 weeks for stuff to sell. I didn't really realize that, particularly. I thought, you know, oh, like everything just sells when you get there. Like, no, like things are going to start to sell, but it's not immediate. Yeah, and that's kind of where my head is at right now. While I wish I did more, that's a bad way to think about it. I have to think about it, hey, you know what? You did the best you could. Next year is definitely going to be better. Normally, you don't even participate in fourth quarter. So this is going to be good for the business because, you know what, you'd usually just right now be scanning books and getting, you know, textbooks situated. So I'm going to get to double dip almost Q4 and then also for online arbitrage. And you know what, I learned a ton of stuff. I mean, it's not over yet. There's still opportunity for probably merchant fulfilling items, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to get down about it. We'll see what happens. I mean, I did my best to get as much as I could, and hopefully all that stuff sells, and it's going to be a great December, January, and I'm just going to keep doing the OA and the books, and just go from there. That's all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, please like it, please subscribe. Leave me a comment below. Let me know how you're feeling this fourth quarter, how you handle like kind of fear of missing out, and I will see you guys in the next video.